Hello and welcome to Cinemondo with Kathy and Melanie. We're kind of on a Dulquer kick. So Melanie introduced me.
We just recorded a discussion for my channel about Dulquer's film Okay Conmany, and then she's like, "Hey, how about we do a trailer reaction?" I'm like,
"There's this trailer with him in it, and we could just do that." I know, it's like so funny. So he's starring in it. I think he also produced this. This is kind of his project.
Right. He has a production company called Wayfarer Films, and I've said before, but I love when stars use their powers for good, and I think he has a way of finding interesting scripts and getting projects made because the weight of his stardom, the weight of his name behind a project can make it happen.
And you were even telling me also that he does movies in a lot of different languages. This one particularly is Malayalam, but he does them all.
He started in Malayalam. He's a star kid. His father is Mammootty, who also does films.
Kind of a small, obscure actor.
Yeah, small little guy. May never have heard of him. But anyway, Mammootty is also known for doing films in different languages, in Tamil and Telugu. And so Dulquer is one of the few Malayalam stars who's really broken out and has done films in all different industries. Okay Conmany was, I think, his first Tamil film. He had done Malayalam films before that, but he has done Hindi films. He has done like Mahanati is a Telugu film. It was also released in Tamil. But anyway, he has done different languages, and he's one of the few that can cross over, and his stardom is not just limited to Kerala.
So smart. That's a really smart, you can tell when actors have been in the business for a while and their parents have been in the business, they know how to navigate and they know what will broaden their appeal and their brand. And that's amazing. And also he's very cute. That doesn't hurt.
It does not hurt at all.
So I think this is going to be a very different role. Like I saw him in Okay Conmany.
Okay Conmany. Yeah. Okay Conmany, which means, oh my sweetheart or oh my darling. Yeah.
So sweet. And it really was, oh my darling, oh my sweet. And so this is going to be very different. This is, I think you said this is biographical, based on a true story about
a true crime story. A true crime story.
A true crime story. So this is like, sign me up. Let's do this. So I'm going to force Melanie to watch a true crime film. She sends me all these cute films. I send her the really bad, horrible ones.
No, I mean, this one is this one is a very fine performance. I've seen the film. It's a very fine performance of Dulquer. And it's one I would recommend.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the trailer right now. And we will begin right now. All right, here we go. Is it working? Might be editing now.
I see the bar went over, but here we go.
Hello, Krishna sir office alle?
Ade, idara.
Idu Ayyandoda postal department inna. Oru urgent karyam sirnodu parayanayirunnu. Eppo varunu onnu parayamo?
Edo adonnum parayan pattilla, sir ipo Bhopalilla.
Avadunna sir?
ആ കുറുപ്പിനെ പിടിക്കാൻ പോയതാണ്. ഹലോ, സാറ് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആര് വിളിച്ചെന്ന് പറയണം?
ഭോപ്പാലിൽ നിന്ന് കുറുപ്പ് വിളിച്ചെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി.
ആര്?
കുറുപ്പ്.
Myself Gobi Krishnan.
എതുക്കൊന്താ?
To fly, sir. പറക്കാൻ.
I don't think you belong here.
സാർ, ഞാനെങ്കിൽ വന്നത് ആരെങ്കിലേക്ക് ആവാനല്ലേ സാർ. ഇന്നല്ലെങ്കിൽ നാളെ ഞാൻ ആരെങ്കിലേക്ക് ആവും. കുറുപ്പ് പിന്നെ അങ്ങോട്ട് പോയി അറിയില്ല. അങ്ങ് പേർഷ്യയിൽ എന്റെ പേരിൽ ഒരു ലൈഫ് ഇൻഷുറൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. നമുക്കതങ്ങ് പൊട്ടിച്ചാലോ?
ഒന്നുകിൽ ഒരു പമ്പര വെട്ടി, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിബുദ്ധിമാൻ. ഇതിലേതിൽപ്പെട്ടാലും കുറുപ്പിന്റെ വിധി ഒന്ന് തന്നെയാണ്.
എന്തായാലും ഒരു കാര്യം ഉറപ്പാ, ഇനി എന്നെ ആര് കാണണമെന്ന് ഞാൻ തീരുമാനിക്കും. അത് കാക്കിയാണേലും ശരി, ഖദറാണേലും ശരി.
ഈ കയ്യിലിരിപ്പൊക്കെ വെച്ചിട്ട് വല്ല ജയിലിലും പോയാലോ?
നീ ജയിലിൽ പോയാലും ഞാൻ ജയിലിൽ പോകില്ല.
അല്ല ഇത് ഇവിടെ
മുഖം മാത്രമേ ഇവിടുന്ന് കഴിക്കുന്നുള്ളൂ, ബാക്കി എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഇട്ട് കത്തിക്കാം.
That laugh, holy cow, that was very different. Oh my god, I love the evil laugh. That was really well done. But he's still cute.
Yeah, well, the trailer kind of gives you that Catch Me If You Can, the Leonardo DiCaprio kind of feel, like you're seeing him in all these different costumes on the run, like, in different disguises. The film Mahanati, he plays a real life actor named Ganasi Ganasan, who was a bigamist. Like, Dulquer has this thing is that he is so charming that he can kind of pull off these darker characters that are still so compelling, right? That you want to watch, even though this person is not a great person. Like, you still want to know their story because he's so, I don't know, he just has that X factor. And I hate smoking in real life, but my God, does he?
They look good smoking. It's true. I know. I hate it too. And it's like, I see that. And I'm like, I can see why people like it, sort of. It does look cool.
I mean, like, this is a period film, and I liked how it kind of, the title screens interspersed has that sort of sepia toned, like these, aging documents that showing you that this is this cold case or whatever, right? So the guy who is answering the phone, that's the actor Indrajit, who is famous actor in Malayalam cinema, and so he's playing this investigator that's trying to solve this case. And then Shaintam Chako, who is a very fine, he kind of plays this ne'er-do-well. He's not as smart as the Kururp Dulquer character, but he's kind of one of his gang.
Henchmen, they all need them. They all need their henchmen.
That's exactly right. Shayantam Chako was recently in the film Dasara, starring Nani. So I know him more from Malayalam films, but I was pleased for him that he was getting this big villain role in a Telugu film. His voice was dubbed. I don't know that he speaks Telugu well enough to do the movie himself, but he has this he can have this super menacing persona. And this, I would say in Kururp, he's almost like, what's the guy in Goodfellas that just like, am I funny to you? He's kind of like, he's kind of like that. Yeah. He's basically he's basically that kind of a character that just flies off the wall, flies off in a rage to people, and then gets himself into trouble. So this is a very fine film based on a real life case, and I think the man has never been found. So
he could still be out there. How old would he be though? He'd probably be like 1 billion years old.
I don't know. I mean, I can't remember if it was from the 80s or the 90s. So it's from a long time ago. But it's one of the most famous, like, real life crime cases in Kerala, evidently, and that, and the fact that the guy has never been found.
See, that makes it even more intriguing. You're like,
it's a very good film. It's a very good film, and like I said, when people went insane when this is the full trailer, but there was just like a teaser that came out of Dulquer. The first teaser was him just kind of walking out of a police station and like adjusting his shirt. People went absolutely nuts. Like, I mean,
really, you don't need anything. I mean,
it's like him in this period costume, and everyone's like, "That's it. We're ready to see the film." Like, I
love that because you think about, like, they're making trailers, they're making teasers, and they have all this footage, and they have this, this great violent stuff and the super creepy stuff, and they knew, they're like, let's just show them walking out with this, doing this. We're done. They knew what the star power could do, and they didn't give away any plot points. Just that's it. You get to see him as a cop. Do you need any more? But we do have posters, and it's funny you mentioned the documents, because one of the posters is kind of a retro-looking poster. So we have kind of
and it's true. Kind of even the edges of it look like it has like a stamp on the bottom, and the edges are a little bit ripped. But again,
That's
showing
good.
him smoking.
Yeah, he's just smoking. That's the thing. And, it's funny that
Yeah.
poster King Yakota that I was talking about in the other video, smoking, looking cool
Mhm.
doing it. That is what. so
Yeah.
so we have, and
Yeah.
what I like in this too is that they have a female character who's pretty big and prominent in this poster, which is
And
sadly
she's
not
right.
that
She's right in the middle. Yeah.
right in the middle. Like you go right to it. So that's great. I love how she's kind of looking off. Like everyone looks suspicious. No one's looking at camera. They're like, mm-mm. And then
that's
the other
true.
one
Look
is
at that. Yeah.
look, more smoking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Smoking going on. But just that's another one that a little bit of a
But
gritty
it's
look
like
to
it's like he's in the darkness, right? Like this
Yeah.
is kind of showing this is
Yeah.
not it's setting the tone also for the movie, right? Like
is.
that this is a dark film, this is an adult film, this is not
Yes.
your
Don't bring your
sunny
kids.
rom-com. Yeah.
He's got his little cocked eyebrow. And I also like how they had looks like photos flying around there kind of catching on fire. And then we have our actual poster is technically kind of meta. Also, one of the photos that is on fire. So we're seeing a fire that our poster is on fire down the right corner, and then we see a bunch of little photos on fire. That's a pretty cool image. That's pretty cool inside shoot.
Oh, I didn't even notice that
That's
poster's
pretty
on
cool.
fire in the corner.
It's
Oh, look at the
cool.
look at the look at the
So
details.
smart. See, I'm like
yeah,
design.
I'm more so focused on the face. I didn't even make my eyes go down to the little corner.
He starts smoking and everything lit up. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Everything's on fire now but
Everything.
see, that's smart though, because your focus is going right to the flame in his eyes. That's all you're looking at.
Well,
but the
and
rest of it
also-
starts kind of coming into focus the more you look at it, right?
That has a tie-in to the plot of the film as well, because part of it is that there was a burned body that was supposedly him that, but he escaped. So the fire is central to the plot as well.
Well, they had that scene in the trailer, like burn the face first. It's like, well, make sure it can't be recognized. Oh, so gross. But yeah, you're right. The flame is important. So it's not even just like, oh, he likes to smoke a lot. It's like, it also hides his identity. That's really good.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
I'll be watching that very shortly. Right after we do this, probably. So thank you so much for coming on for trailer reaction. It was an honor. And we will catch you guys next time. Let us know what you thought of this movie. Did you see this movie? Do you have any other ones you want us to watch? Just suggest them and be sure and subscribe, like, and comment. And be sure and visit at Pardesi.
Yeah, tell Kathy your favorite Dulquer Salmaan movie.
we're taking a poll on both channels. Melanie's Pardesi.
Well, we were asking about Mani Ratnam films there, so we'll ask about Dulquer films here. I already told her.
That's a good point.
My sentimental favorite is OK Kanmani, but he has done several fine films. I think one of his best. This is a very good performance in Kururp, but I think Mahanati, where he's not even the lead necessarily. But like making a bigamist character so charming that you're like, yeah, I totally get it. I totally get why she went with
criminal. He can play a good guy and he can play a polygamist, and we like him no matter what he does. It's just an illness. That's star power, people. That's Mammootty power. It's in his blood.
That's star power. That's right.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.